Hello, my friends, and welcome. Welcome back once again. Yes, it's that time again. It's time for the older man's random reviews.
The older man random review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, it's that segment where I review a bunch of videos that you guys send me. These are chosen by you. You want to know my opinion, my feedback on some of these issues. Now, some of these are old. I've seen them a long time ago, but I've never responded on them. And they just keep coming back because you guys keep thinking they're that interesting. So I gotta give you guys what you want. All right. But I enjoy doing this segment because, I get to mix it up a bit. So one thing I want to say quickly, I am so overjoyed with how so many of you have already signed up for the older man's community where I'm putting like-minded people together. People who like this sort of content, women who have woken up and realized, you know what, this guy over here with the gray hair, he has a few good points, man. I don't agree with everything he says, but I keep listening to him because I'm learning. And men who got it, men who are learning as well. There's so many men who have sent me messages. I just got to read this one little one for you guys. Yes, this gentleman here, Black Wolf Phantom 6464 says, your videos help me find a nice young Latina that's really into me. Usually it's me chasing till I needed to step back and work on myself. And she loves that and follows me in whatever I do. Brother, fist bump. Awesome. Awesome. It gets me right here when I feel that somebody has found success in a relationship, in life, making their money based on my channel. It's a good feeling, man. It makes me feel... It tears me up. I gotta admit, it tears me up a bit. But I want to keep bringing more and more of this. And I don't want this to just be, just me. I don't want it just to be me doing all the work. I want us to all come together to actually collaborate with each other as well. So that the message, the spirit of what I'm doing gets out and infests everybody else, Because this is the way life should be, man. The only people that I have a little concern of is the men and the women who says, yeah, I'm giving up. Nope. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm better on my own. Those are the messages that I see a lot of in my comment section. I read every one of the comments, by the way. I can't respond to all of them. There are thousands of them. But I really feel it when a human being says that I prefer to isolate myself. Those are the MGTOW. Men going their own way. Those are the guys who have said enough, not interested in any woman at all. I just feel that that's a shortcut. And it's the extreme. I say always, always keep trying to find that person. It don't have to be an obsession. It could just be a casual thing in the background. But reaching out to another human being is always a good thing, man. Trying to find a connection is always a good thing. It's an adventure. That's the way you should look at life. So, my friends, if you would like to book a chat with me, go over to askanolderman.com if you want to join the community. Same place, okay? Now, if you want a quick question answered, get me over on Instagram. It's free. Send me a voice message. Hey, Paul, I'm having problems with XYZ. What would you suggest? I'm going to respond. Same thing, voice message. So, my friends, let's get into the first video. Let's hear what people are asking me to review. Here we go.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but peace feels like boredom to people that grew up in chaos. Let that sink in.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling women for ages. One of the major problems with people who get divorces, a large percentage of them are women because they confuse boredom with peace. As we get older, we're going to be moving more towards peace. Unfortunately, men feel that faster than women because once he has settled down with a woman, that means he's settled. He's not looking for excitement. He's now looking to get serious about life. He needs to build. And part of that process of building, there's no more clubbing. There's no more childishness, man. Life gets serious. And this is what a lot of ladies don't understand. If you're not getting serious about life with your husband, you're going to see it as boredom. And part of getting serious is routine, rhythm, and structure. And those things are usually not exciting. But guess what? They get you to the end of life a lot better and a lot more happier than the chaos that you want to take with you throughout your life. Because chaos usually end up destroying a lot of people, especially later in life. So please do not confuse boredom with peace. Let's proceed.
Address me as a strong, independent Black woman. It's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me. And then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong. I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke. Do not address me as a strong, independent.
Oh man, this is so beautiful. So many of these women come and talk to me because, you know what, they're strong and they're powerful and they're independent. They're making their own money. And I say, okay, and that's why men are intimidated by me. No, they're not intimidated by that. You have associated being independent and masculinity, and you have mixed those two things. What you should focus on is simply, and I'm feminine. I'm interdependent. There's a lot of things I can do on my own. But if I am to grow, if I'm to get from here to there, much more efficient, much faster, without the stress, I would love a partner to be there with me, that I can help to grow as well. Because ultimately, I would like a family. Ladies, you have to learn to be a feminine individual as you go through this life as an adult. An adult basically means you don't need any person. You don't need your mother and father. You've left the family home. You don't need mommy and daddy anymore. You're an adult. You can cook, you can clean, you can pay your own bills. You're living within your means. Adulting. That's not independence. You're not independent. You're literally just an adult. You're not strong and independent. We have done this to ourselves as a society. And for some reason, gentlemen, just because a woman can pay her own bills, that doesn't mean that she don't want you. And I understand, yes, her attitude will dictate that she don't want you, you don't feel needed. A man who is not needed feels useless. Why would a man be around you if he feels useless? It's not intimidation. He just says, you have no use for me. I have no use for you either. I don't want you to play a male role in my life. So why would I need you? You're a turnoff. I hope I'm making myself clear on this, ladies.
Respect our men during arguments. We get mad if they say something we don't like, or we throw a temper tantrum if the conversation not going our way. But we still expect our men to communicate and express themselves to us more. So try this approach. Baby, sit down. What's on your mind? Now rub his back while he's speaking and don't interrupt it. To stroke his ego, know his woman is listening to him. If he's making reasonable points, don't try to argue it or say, I'm going to work on it. Say, okay, baby, we can work on that. When he starts expressing himself, give him the reassurance that he needs to feel strong and secure in his position as your man so he can express.
I always tell couples, if you want to solve a lot of problems in your relationship, whenever you're having an argument about anything, always use the word we instead of I or you. Always make the other person feel like we're in this together. We, and we. No, you just No, but this is my. Every single argument, we have all entered this world of it's all about me. Me when there is something that I want, and about you when there is a problem. You create the problem. I want something that you're not giving me. That's how this entire world is now structured. It's all about this idea that it's all about why am I not getting what I want? And this comes from both sides, but primarily from the woman, because it is expected of the man to cater to the woman. And the man should never expect anything back. And that is not a relationship. That's called slavery.
Are you a cheater?
Yeah. Repetitively, unfortunately. I get bored. It's not that the partner's not good enough. It's that I'm bored sexually. Mm-hmm. I constantly want new things. I am like constantly on the lookout for like something that's going to just spark me.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean that you just don't like the guy? Shouldn't you just break up with him then?
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't, because you know what? I'm at least getting sex somewhere.
But then the other person gets cheated on.
Feelings, yeah. But this is the thing. They'll never find out that they're being cheated on. I'll just break up with them. No, I'm dead serious. They'll never find out.
You just said.
So you'll cheat and then break up.
Yeah.
But you could have just broke up and then just
fuck whoever you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But the cheating is like, it's a fantasy. So it's like, this is exciting for me to cheat, because it's actually cheating. If I break up with him and then I go f someone, it's just a rebound.
No, I mean, I get it.
You should get it.
I mean, most people cheat. Everybody.
Yes, Greg.
I think a lot of people cheat.
Christ.
That's correct.
Just break up. It's not being mean. Just break up with the dude.
Yeah. What? That's not mean. That's not mean. How is it mean if you never find out about it?
I'm just a stupid little girl. A grown-ass woman with red hair. Listen to the message, gentlemen. Think about what the woman said, the other interviewer. Yeah, I get it. The male interviewer, he's like, because most women have a problem with boredom. Boredom to them is like kryptonite to Superman. It will kill them. I'm just glad that this woman is out here just letting the world know. It's a horrible world we live in. Now, of course, a lot of you ladies will come at me and say, oh, she's not, probably some OnlyFans and she's just a hoe and she's not the typical woman. Yeah, she is. She is the typical woman. No, she's overly exaggerating it, meaning she is the extreme. If you're looking at this behavior from 1 to 10, because the behavior will occur, whether it's in a 1 or whether it's a 10. She is at a 10, 11, right? Most women are in the 5 range. Most women detest boredom. You know it. But like I said, most of you all misunderstand boredom for peace, harmony, structure, the things that make people focus on other relevant things. Making money, putting something away for the end of life, starting a family, other people, serving your community, all of these things outside yourselves. But everybody's so internalized these days. It's all about me. I'm not happy. And I don't want to grow up. Oh, gosh, man. And men are saying?
Any big dreams for the future?
I got about a year and 10 months, and then I'm retired.
And then what?
Going to Thailand and not coming back. Or been there 3 times.
And you love Thailand?
I love it.
Yep. Because men are sick of Western women. Retiring, going to Thailand. End of his life, he said, that's it. I'm out. Men have that choice. Go and find a nice, submissive, traditional woman, 20 years younger than him, who's absolutely willing to take some of his retirement money, but give him a good, peaceful life. Instead of being in the West, older, more miserable, taking his money anyway, but it's a freaking nightmare because she's strong and independent and she needs all of his retirement money. All of it. And she's overweight. I could go on. The point is, guys, is that he can go and get a better product. I know you're going to say, stop calling women product. I'm just giving you guys an analogy. He's going to get a better deal. Cheaper to maintain her, easier to get along with, younger, fit, friendly, feminine, and agreeable. He's not going to get that back in the West. That's why he's going to Thailand. So this is what Western women have become. The young women in today's Western society are literally just made up cookie cutter versions of everybody else. It's nothing unique about you guys. And To prove my point, listen to this young lady.
From a very young age, I knew that I was ugly, busted, crusted, and that does not make me a plastic surgery addict, because I always knew, ever since I was 12, that I wanted to be pretty, but I didn't have that in the cards for me. So I worked hard to get all of the surgeries that I needed to become that bitch. The first surgery I got was for my 16th birthday from my mum, an ear pinning, because girl, need I say more? And my teeth and my jaw was jacked. I had one of those weak chins that goes back like so. They actually broke my jaw and moved it forward. And then you know what? The surgeon agreed that my chin was so busted that he gave me a free chin shave. He took one look at that chin and was like, girl, I'll do it for free. Look at that nose. I worked as a waitress. I saved all my pennies and I got myself a nose job. I got permanent filler. I had fat taken out of my body, processed and put into my lips, my cheeks and my forehead and my temples to make my face look really round and full and cute and youthful forever. Look at this big old busted forehead. Look at that. Why is it out like that? I got a hair transplant. Now it's round, bitch. And all the bad bitches have big boobs. I got myself some boobs. Why not? And my last surgery until I need a facelift is my BBL. If I've gone this far, I might as well have the perfect body too. Am I right?
Any woman who has that level of insecurity about everything about herself, where she had to literally recreate every single thing about herself, is a lost woman. I hope most men can see through all of this crap. Any woman that calls other people bitch and then reconstructs herself artificially to look like every other average American, European looking, to me, she's just uglier now. There's nothing unique about her. It's sad. It really is sad to see what advertising, society, social media, other women have done to these girls. Because it's not men. I can tell you, it's not men. An average looking man would gladly have taken her and married her and been very happy with her the way she was coming up naturally. But these women don't want an average looking man. They will put on the mask and cut themselves and reconstruct themselves trying to get a top man. But any top man with sense would see through all of this stuff, because she might look good on the outside. On the inside, no. And that brings me to this one meme that I'm posting today. A pretty face gets old. A nice body will change, but a good woman will always be a good woman. Please try to remember that, guys. Ladies, for you that don't understand that, please understand that men want a good woman. He will get attracted by the beautiful woman, but once he starts talking to an average woman and he see how beautiful and how confident she is in her own skin, he will love that more than anything else.
Nice to meet you. What is your name? Oni. I have a surprise for you. Just a second, are you ready for it? This is for you. No, this is for you. Yeah. Be kind. Have a good night.
Good night.
Be kind.
You know, you learn two things from this skit. Ladies, if you're not the finest woman in the bunch, you better be the nicest woman in the bunch. Because in this case, this overweight, grumpy ass that didn't even look at the man, she lost. She lost. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is a skit or not. I've seen this man do these videos many times. He does it a lot regularly. I just wonder where the hell he's getting all this money to just throw at these women. Hey, it tells a great story.
No, not right now. I have to clean up the whole house before we can do anything. That's the clean up the whole house. 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 That's the clean up the whole house.
Now, here's the thing, gentlemen. Lesson you should learn from this skit. Never let your woman use sex as blackmail for you to get anything done. This is a very common occurrence in relationship, and women love to use sex as a manipulation tool to get her way. Any of you gentlemen fall for this crap, you're a simp. You're an idiot. You know, trying to tell women to stop using sex as a manipulation tool when that is her greatest weapon is like telling a fish to stop swimming. But you have to understand, gentlemen, when you're being manipulated, you have to identify when it's happening and then put your foot down. And then you got to start saying, okay, if she want to play that game, start manipulating her with the money. You withhold the nails and the salons and all of that crap. You withhold that and say, yeah, well, I didn't get any panani last week. Well, yeah, that salon trip, no, it's not happening. Nails, no, not happening. Pedicure, no, not happening. Nope, put your foot down. Renegotiate these deals. And it sounds petty, and relationships shouldn't be based on these stupid games, but usually women start them. Men, you got to know how to play the game, but more importantly, know when you're being manipulated.
Who look like us, but you really don't want women who look like us because you cheat on us.
Wildebeest. He just gave her, but he gave you the relationship because he don't hold access. He don't hold the key to sex. You hold the key to sex, but he holds the key to a relationship, which he granted you with. He only granted her with 5 minutes in heaven. So be happy. You got the relationship.
I view it as that's your type, and I'm not your type. So
yeah, that sounds personable.
Yes, it is personable.
The simplest answer is that's the only option he had was the wildebeest. I'm sure if he had a little princess, a little dime piece, he would have took that little dime piece down too, but that wasn't an option for him. So you putting too much thought into it. Like, so yeah, you was in a relationship with the dude at one point, and then he starts cheating on you with the wildebeest. He don't like the wildebeest. Like I said, a man can have sex with someone and not like that woman, and he could still love his girl. Y'all aren't capable of that, so it's hard for you to fathom it.
You want women who look like...
That is so true, man. A man will blow his load in the worst possible woman. Go home in the fetal position and cry himself to sleep. Been there. Women can't do that. Women can't do that. But the thing is, women also have to understand that if you're not taking care of your business at home and you're sending your man out on the street full, balls still full, you're setting yourself up for trouble. So be careful. Stop using the punani as a manipulation tool. Just like the skit prior, you do that shit, guess what? Now he's frustrated. If the red tide is in, you better be able to take care of him in some other way, shape, or form. Okay? So I'm just telling you, don't send your man out in the street that frustrated. Because if he's any sort of good man or any sort of man of means, there are going to be some other bees out there that are going to give it up to him free. And it's going to be a wildebeest. That's what happened here, I'm sure.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out.
The fattest person in the room. Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
It's a great show. I highly recommend. Oh, never mind. She actually died. I wonder why.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She is also sadly dead. I say sadly because towards the end of her life, she was actually trying to make a difference.
I ruined my life with food, binge eating, and lack of self-care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time.
But realised it was too late.
I got fish sandwiches from 4 different fast food restaurants. Who has the best one?
He's dead at 33.
Society makes you hate yourself if you don't look a certain way. And I am damn determined to change that.
Yeah, she's also dead at 37. I'm starting to see a correlation here. Fat acceptance needs to stop. Now that these body positive influences are dying, people are realising how stupid it is to accept it. You just gotta work out and eat less. It's pretty simple. You highly likely don't have a disease or disorder. You're just lazy.
I'm usually the fattest person in the room. Join me on my Fat...
Yeah, you know what? No comment. I'm not commenting on that one.
The new women, they want men that don't even exist. The new batch, they want a born-again dope dealer who's corporate, who makes 6 figures a month, 19-inch penis who communicates like her best friend, who can lead her, but you can't tell her what to do. They don't even like nice guys. Long time ago, women used to like nice guys. Y'all don't like nice guys now. Y'all don't like nice guys until life has shown you the receipts of your decisions. I got 9 babies. I think I need to find me a Russell Wilson and settle down. But when you was in these streets, you wanted a future. You don't want no Russell Wilson. Y'all put nice guys in the same category. Y'all put leprechauns and unicorns. I read about them in a book one time, but I ain't never seen one like up close, so close, like Obama and maybe Jesus.
That is so true, man. Women's expectations are outrageous. There's that fantasy guy that she's painted on her head. And you know where it's painted from? You know where all of these images are coming from? Most of them are the sum total or the best parts of every man that has dicked her down over the years. She wants the niceness of Tom, Dick. He had an amazing schlong. Harry, oh, he was just such a great listener. He wasn't such a great lover, but he was a great listener. Butch, oh, he took me everywhere. He was so mature. He was older, but he took me to this way, to Panama. He took me to Dubai. He took me to Sri Lanka. Oh, he took me all over the world. And after she's gone through 10, 15 guys, and she's accumulated all the best parts of these men, and she's now ready to settle down in her 30s. Oh, that guy, he has to bring all the parts of every single one of those men that have been through that. She wants freaking Superman. This is the problem that a lot of you ladies have, and you don't even know it. Oh, I'm not settling. He don't do this. He don't do that. He don't do this. No man, no one single man can fulfill all of those duties, my friends. That's what you ladies have to be careful of. So on that note, I'm going to bring this one to an end, my friends. Listen once more. Give me a thumbs up on this collection. Please subscribe. Go over to askanolderman.com, book a session, or join our community, or both. Okay? So until next time, remember, my friends, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.